Hey, what is up, everybody? In today's video, I got myself here a stack of games that I bought for $1 a piece. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you'll know that I've been going to this place in my area that sells video games for just $1. The catch, of course, is that the discs are all very scratched up and they don't come in their original cases. But that's okay. I mean, they're $1, so you get what you pay for. And when it does work, hey, I just got myself an amazing deal here. And if it doesn't, well, not too much of a loss. I do want to, of course, I do have to be careful because too many bad games in a lot, and eventually that's gonna be wasted money, sadly. And unfortunately, I do have about a dozen games that I got that don't work, sadly. But thankfully, all the ones that you see here, they work. I've just tested them, and at the very least, the system recognizes them. I say recognize because in the case of the Xbox 360 games that I have here, um, when playing on an Xbox One or Series X console, you don't actually it doesn't actually read the data off the disc. No, it recognizes, hey, this is an Xbox 360 game. It's this specific game, and so it downloads from the Xbox server a version of the game that is playable on the Xbox One or Series X. And the only thing the disc is doing is just serving as a license unlock, which is thankfully good. Uh, that said, if I play these on an Xbox 360, chances are um, it may not work, or I will run into issues. But let's actually get into the games themselves. The first game is a bit of an oddity. I did not see. I was confused by this. This is Dynasty Warriors 3 for the PlayStation 2, and you'll immediately notice something's not right. The colors on the logo are completely inverted. Normally, it's the PlayStation 2 font that's white and then with a black background, but this is the opposite. And of course, where's the signature PS logo that has red in it? So it turns out this was something that got released back then. I don't know why. I'd love to know why it is this way, but yeah, Dynasty Warriors 3. This is a franchise that's gone on for many years now. The third game is actually getting a remake, I believe, later this year, which is interesting. I'm curious as to how it's going to turn out, especially since it got delayed, but we'll find out soon enough. As for the franchise in general, yeah, I know that it kind of hit its peak with the PS2, and then ever since the HD era, it hasn't quite been able to like transition properly, or never quite found its footing, from what I heard. It kind of just faded into the background, unfortunately, with only hardcore fans really paying attention. But yeah, let's move on to the next game that's underneath. Um, hopefully I don't damage the disc by doing that. Okay. Next game is Ghost Recon. Sorry, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter for the PlayStation 2. Not Advanced Warfare, Advanced Warfighter. Technically, Call of Duty ripped off the whole Advanced War moniker. It had like 8 years later, which is interesting. But yeah, so this was released on the PS2, um, and is a completely different version from the Xbox 360 and PC versions, which are also completely different. Yeah, all versions of this game are different. The PS2 is different from the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 is completely different from the PC version. And I remember actually seeing like a I must have seen it a long time ago. I remember consistently seeing like the PC disc for the PC version on sale somewhere. I always saw it. I can't remember where, but yeah, I kind of wish I did pick it up now, just because um, there are just some games on PC that are just very hard to find, especially on disc, just because um, it's been well over a decade now since everyone has just transitioned from having physical uh, gaming discs for computers to just using Steam and the like. Yeah, this is an interesting game for sure. And of course, this was when the Ghost Recon franchise was still in its prime, I suppose. As the I can't think of any. What was it? We had Wildlands, and then Breakpoint. Breakpoint apparently didn't do so well, and the franchise has kind of been struggling ever since. Sadly, hopefully it gets. Hopefully this is this isn't the end of the franchise, though. I have a bad feeling it it won't be for a long time that we get a really good one, just because Ubisoft's really not doing well these days, and they have a bad franchise of abandoning franchises. Uh, Bad habit of abandoning franchises that just disappoint. Even the good ones that do well, they abandon, like Rayman. Okay, so this one is okay. I'm gonna skip this one for a moment. Move over to Kane and Lynch 2: Dog Days. So this is a sequel to a bit of a. I believe this was a bit of a hidden gem on the Xbox 360. It was not the best game in the world, but it was popular enough to get a sequel, and the sequel is the one that really killed the franchise, from what I heard. Again, I just bought this because it was $1, so why not? Better to get it for $1 than say paying for it on like the Microsoft Store, I guess. But yeah, don't really have much to say other than the game's I see the game consistently on sale on the Microsoft on the Xbox Store. So, and even at those prices, I just can't bring myself to buy it. So you know what? Might as well just get it here, especially since I can just bring it to any console I want. Next up, Fable 3. Oh, yeah, Fable 3. Um, this, of course, is a first-party Microsoft franchise by Lionhead Studio, which unfortunately shut down like 10 years ago now. Um, Something that Phil Spencer admitted that he was regretful about. Not that it really matters, because um, that was just one of many studio shutdowns like to come for like it's like a drop in the bucket compared to what happened 10 years later with everything's going on at Microsoft these days. But yeah, this was the last, I guess, really good Fable game from what I've been told. They had another Fable game, and then that was terrible. And um, they announced a reboot a number of years ago, which has yet to come to fruition. And with all the layoffs happening at Microsoft right now, who knows how it's going to turn out? I mean, for all we know, they could announce the cancellation tomorrow, like they did with Perfect Dark reboot. Sadly, but yeah, this is technically available on Game Pass, but I don't have Game Pass no more. So for $1, you know what? I'll take it. At least I own the damn thing. This is okay. We have Gears of War 2. Now I've already played Gears of War 2. I played and beat it, but I decided to pick it up again because I don't have Game Pass no more, and it's $1. Might as well. This was from the golden age of the Gears of War franchise, so I still have a good campaign to play through if if I ever am feeling in the mood for it. I don't know what the reason for why they decided to write on the disc was, but it's it's there and stuck there forever. As you can see right here, we have the old Epic Games logo before they changed it to the more sanitized one. I do hope that we get Gears of War 2 Ultimate Edition at some point. Just so that newer fans can experience the whole trilogy at the very least. I really hope that does happen, because right now we're missing on PC Gears of War 2, 3, and Judgment. Um, and if you're a PlayStation fan, well, you're missing out on a lot. So here's hoping that we get the rest of the franchise at some point, because Gears 2 and 3 definitely deserve the remaster treatment. Okay, now with that out of the way, we get to the Halo games, and this one's a bit of a weird one. So, okay, I found a bunch of Halo discs there. There's like half a dozen different Halo discs, and um, yeah, they all had like different designs on the disc itself. there's the standard edition, and then there's the one. I believe this is the one that comes with like the special or limited edition of the game back in the day. Um, that's that literally just says game disc on it. There's also a disc 2 that said the word essentials on it, which to my understanding is just bonus content. I don't even know if the disc would work on an Xbox One if you plop it in. But I do know that this is the game disc, so I picked it and it works. Um, and unfortunately, I also didn't know this, but it also has the multiplayer disc on it. So sorry, it has the multiplayer content on it as well. So unfortunately, I kind of ripped myself off because what ended up happening was I also picked up Halo 3 ODST over here. Now, Halo 3 ODST is a standalone release. Is its own standalone release. You have the campaign disc on one, and then you also have but it also came with the multiplayer for base Halo 3 on a second disc. But again, just the regular Halo 3 disc comes with a multiplayer, so I kind of got a duplicate here. I don't need this because it's just Halo 3 multiplayer on one disc. And unfortunately, the multiplayer itself has been shut down. So unless I play with some friends, I don't have um, I don't have any need for it. Although hopefully, I mean, maybe one day in the future I'll have like a LAN party or something. So this might be useful, but aside from that, it's useless to me now. And then finally, we got the last one, Halo 4, the one that my friend refuses to acknowledge exists because he didn't like it. So yeah, Halo 4 came out in 2012, and certainly a bit of an odd timing. Like this was a year before the Xbox One. They makes you wish they just waited the whole year to release it as a launch title for the Xbox One, especially given how the Master Chief Collection turned out at launch. They really should have like just wait a year, bring over Halo 4 as a launch title, and then release like Halo 2 Anniversary as was intended. I mean, ultimately, Halo Master Chief Collection is much better now, but it was a mess back then. And it really tarnished the Halo franchise along with several other things. But yeah, Halo 4, in of itself, haven't played it yet. I actually tried out the first mission recently on the Master Chief Collection before my Game Pass subscription ended. But aside from that, I haven't actually sat down and finished it through. Um, and the mistake I made was I bought disc 1 and I also bought disc 2, and each disc is $1 each. So, and disc 2 isn't even backwards compatible on an Xbox One. You plop it in and it won't run. It just won't work. It's disc 1 that you need for the Xbox One and Series X, assuming you ever want to play this. But then again, Master Chief Collection exists both on Xbox One, Series, consoles, and PC. So really, you're just going back and just for nostalgia, or you're like me and trying to get some easy achievements, even though you can't get them all anymore. But yeah, that's 8 games spread across 10 discs. So $10. I actually paid $10 exactly. I was actually told if I paid by cash, there'll be no tax. So yeah, $10 for 8 games. Man, that is a pretty good deal. And hopefully it won't be too long before I eventually just sit down and either replay some of these games or just experience them for the first time. But what do you guys think of all these? What are your thoughts on any of these games? Please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, like and subscribe as well. And I will see you next time. Take care.